Hello everyone, welcome to Tutorial Thursday. Can you hear and see okay? Just giving it a second to catch up. Sound is okay? Laggy. Okay, cool. So before we start blooming, I want to mix these two colors because we're going to use them on a bloom. So this is the Posse Black Ice and the Finnegan Shark Gray Shimmer. So we'll do that real quick while everybody's filing in. I don't have a helper tonight, so I'm hoping that Brian and Shelly can kind of keep an eye on chat. Warn me, please. I will glance over. Alright, so when you're mixing up the Posse paints for blooming, I do my 3 parts of pouring medium to about a teaspoon of paint. And that's all you need to do. Simple. No dispersing of pigments. It's super easy. Consistency is usually pretty good. I do have 1 part of the Josanya varnish in with the untinted house paint, so it makes it easier to jump in and mix. You don't have to wait for things to settle or anything. So that's perfect consistency, and I know you can't see it because the lights. Alright, and then I've been wanting to try this color palette that I saw on Simply Bee Art. Simply Art with Bee. It's Bernadette. She's in our Posse group. She did a gorgeous blowout bloom. I call them like a collage because they're just a bunch of blooms. And oh my gosh, it was so pretty. So I want to try this color palette. Although our Finnegan Shark Gray does have a violet undertone, it's not enough to mess with what we're going to do. So just that little bit of paint. I can already see the shimmer in that too. Cool. And we're set to go. I'm going to scrape my spoon and start a little bit more. So when you're using 2 paints or jar paints, you can add that right to your pre-mixed pouring medium. If you're using a craft paint, I would start with just the untinted base because they're so thin. Because you may not need very much Josanya, maybe just a couple of, tiny squirt. But yeah, that's perfect. Okay. I need to move my mouse to the other side here so I have enough room to work. Because life is real. And I have a bunch of stuff on my pouring table that I'm sorting. That I didn't want to put away. So it's all here. Alright. So I prepped a ton of boxes the other day. I wanted to show you something different you can do. So I have these little purses that I bought from, I always number them so I know which one goes with which. I got these from Michael's a long time ago, and I thought I might as well start painting them. So I only prepped 2 of these, but we'll be doing one of these tonight too. And some long boxes, some squares, some rounds. We'll see how much we can get done tonight. No rush, right? So the first one I'm going to do is from Michael's. It does have a little flaw in it, in the wood. I don't want to waste the box. So even if I keep this for myself, I'm good with it. The resin will hide the ripple, but you'll still probably see it through the paint. So these are the I think they're 8x8 square box, flat box. Yep, from Michael's. I tape the underside and I tape the sides off because I like to, and I do leave a little tiny lip there so my resin goes over the edge. I'll bring you up just a smidge since it's a little bigger. Alright, so I need to grab a gold and I need to grab a copper. So we're going to do something a little different on this box. This is why I grabbed this box too, so if it doesn't turn out, you know, it's a flawed box, not a big deal. And of course it may come out beautiful and I'll be like, darn, I used the wrong box. Okay, so finding the gold. I have to use golden diamond from Color Art tonight because I don't have Harvest Gold mixed up yet. I used it all. Flawed back. Oh, Monica, I know, right? You get something on a tester piece that comes out better than the piece that you're making. I have it happen all the time. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm going to try it bigger. Nope. One and done. Alright, and then for the copper, I think I'm going to use, because I don't have my copper mixed up, I think we'll use the cinnamon from TLP. I have just a little bit in here. Should be enough to get us through this bloom, because we don't need a ton of paint. It's kind of thick. I'm just going to give a squirt of Jowa. Whoops, that's not Jowa. That's GAC 800. Where's the Jowa? Should be on my table, right? Yep, there it is. That's okay. GAC 800 isn't going to hurt it any. Yeah, I do love the cinnamon from TLP. There's only a couple colors that I'm not fond of from TLP. And that's just a personal preference as far as a color. But as far as product quality, they're all amazing. So there we go. Alright. This is going to get weird, because you guys have never seen me do this before. Okay, let's get some paint down. Now Bernadette does not spread hers out to the edges, but I'm going to, because it's very warm in here and I don't want the edges to dry out. So I am going to push that to the edge. But I am leaving that pillow there. And I'm going to spin it just a tiny bit to open up that a little bit more. Just a tad. My white's getting a little thick. That was the end of that jug, so. All right. I like the glue all better, Bri. I think it's a better binder. It holds the cells better if you're working with silicone. Okay. So I'm going to do 3 blooms here. And these are what we're going to call background blooms, because we're going to bloom over top of them. And we're going to blow these out with a hairdryer. Okay. And then we're going to do the black. This is black ice from Posse. Then we're going to do the gold. This is Golden Diamond from Color Art. Just a little bit. We don't want the gold and the copper to take over, but we do want it there to highlight the bloom. And that's okay that I dribbled, because we're going to blow it. So when you do that, don't freak out, because you're not going to really see it unless you're on top of a blown out bloom. Then you might want to try to fix it. And when I say fix it, it's usually redo the bloom. Okay, so then we are going to use 2 cell activators. The white and the black. What are you doing, Brian? 2. Oh my gosh. So on the white, I'm going to use a little bit more than the black, because I need it to blow out with the bloom itself. So if you're a member of the Posse, you've probably seen this color palette from Bernadette. She's an amazing artist. I love watching her blow these out. Just a touch of black, not a whole bunch. Okay. So because I can't mute you, you're going to have to listen to my hairdryer. Sorry. So, audio warning if you want to hit your mute button. Here we go. So once you get the blooms all blown out like this, then you're going to go in and move out your petals. So we have a bunch of paint sitting there, so now we're going to spin it. We're probably going to lose all of this one, but I'm hoping that we'll at least get some of this because that paint isn't as thick there. So let's spin it. I'm going to do one more because I still see that little gob of paint there. I'm going to try to get that towards the edge. Okay, so that is our background for our bloom. So I'm going to do a little bloom here and a little bloom here. Same colors, same order of color. Whoops, hang on. I forgot to put white down. I need to pull that off. I made a boo-boo. Houston, we have a problem. It's okay that I'm scraping this because I'm going to put more puddle down. It's all fixable. And I probably could have just left that there and put puddle over it, but I don't end up with too much paint. Okay. My bad. Hi, Vic. Just caught you out of the corner of my eye. I already have paint on my shirt because I didn't put an apron on, but that's okay. It's a paint shirt. Alright, so I'm going to put a little puddle there. And it's okay because I'm going to blow it, so if you drip, it's no big deal. All those little backgrounds of color are there in case when you're blowing it out you miss a spot. That way you have something there. Okay. This is my first time doing this too. So, be kind. Alright, let's get our black on there. That one I am going to wipe off. Okay, and then the copper. Hi, Darnell. I see the last 3 comments when I glance over. Okay. And we're going to do our white selectivator. Now you could get away with just doing one bloom in the middle, but I think you'll lose your asymmetrical feel that you want to it, because you don't, it's art, guys. Don't center everything. Be daring, be different. Okay, let's blow them. Audio warning. Like that. So when you're blowing these, let me see if I can hit it with this. When you're blowing these, you want to make sure that you're only blowing the edge of that ring that you initially pushed down on. So I'm going to see if I can bring some color over that. because that will sell up a little bit. And I'm not liking this gob of paint here, but I don't want to lose that completely, so. We're looking for that wispiness of petals. It's hard to see it with all that paint on my spinner too. I just had it. Here it is. Let me pull that away, because that does interfere with what you're seeing. So I'm pretty plain there. Let me see if I can blow a little bit that way with some color. Just a little bit of interest. All right, let's spin it. I'm really hoping I don't lose all of this. But we have to get some of that paint off. So this would be better with little itty bitty tiny blooms. I think Susan and I talked about that last night, tiny blooms. But I told her I'd give it a try. We wanted to try this color combo. I'm not hating it. I think it's kind of pretty the way it's so ethereal. Let me pick it up so you can see it a little closer. See, it has some softness to it. See how that ridge is in the box though? Bummer. But this was a good tester. So now I know if I want to do more of those, I definitely want to do them on something bigger. But yeah, I like it. It's pretty. Let me go set my cups up so I can move it. And then we'll move on to a new box. I am going to use this color palette again on another box, though, just on a single bloom. I want to try it on the Trinket boxes. I will move it. Nice tester piece. That will be in my house. There. My cups were not cooperating. Yeah, I should try it, Shell. It's nice because if you goof it up, you can just keep pouring over it and keep spinning it off till you get something you like. But I don't want to waste too much time on that because we have some things to make. Right? Okay, let me get the gobs off. I got my new spinner, and where is it sitting? In the house. I did get my Michael's order put away today, so. And I fixed the touchpad deadbolt lock today. That Alan couldn't get it coated. I think he tried too many times and it timed him out. But I got it to work today. Okay. So we're going to try that color palette on a Trinket box. Make sure I'm kind of centered. It's pretty close. I bailed you out, Elle, okay? Let's just say that. That's one less thing you gotta try to fix. Took me 5 minutes. All right, let's get some white. I'm gonna get my measuring cup back out here now instead of my stick. I had it out here. Oh, there it is. Hiding behind my torch. So this is a 1 cup quarter cup measuring cup. And I am going to use it all, so I'll tell you how much paint to put on your Trinket box. He's always lurking, Beth, because he's puppy sitting. Finn has found the clothes hamper, and he's not leaving anything alone. So you have to watch him constantly. I got him good today, though. He was in the house with Eddie, and he wouldn't leave Eddie alone, so I turned on the iRobot vacuum, and he come running out here. He doesn't like to be chased by it. So that's what he gets. Okay, let's put some gold. And some copper. I do want to keep that paint towards the middle. I'm tilting just a little bit. I'll do some white. Just a tiny bit, because this is a very small palette. And some black. Oh, you're welcome. So, do you pronounce your name Fatima or Fatima? The only reason I ask is because when I worked in Texas, there was a girl there that I worked with, and she pronounced it Fatima. Brian. Alright, let's blow this out. So on these boxes, you can't really do a lot of modifying on these because when you spin them, everything pretty much goes off. So I'll let that come up just a little bit more. Fatima, okay. I like to ask. All right. I already know these are going to come down, so I'm just giving it a second to the gold is circling that white, which is pretty cool. How's it going, Bri? Thank you. I appreciate you. You know that, mister. Alright, let's give this a spin. Let's see what we're going to get. I'm going to go one more yet. I am a big fan of that golden diamond from Color Art. It's a nice soft gold. But it's a little softer than our Gold Rush. So if you wanted to use our Gold Rush, I would add just a little bit of pearl to it, some white pearl. Pretty. Yeah, this one came out really pretty. Alright, let me pop it off of there so I don't put fingerprints on the sides. So that's that one. I do like those outlined cells. They're not really peacock, they're just outlined. They're really pretty. Okay, let me see if I got any bubbles. Wow, no bubbles. That's a first. Well, since we're on a roll with this color palette, let's do a long box in the same colors. Yeah, the cinnamon is beautiful. That way I can use up the cinnamon and make a fresh one. So let's scrape this off. There's nothing pretty to pull. I was hoping there would be one, but there isn't. So Monday night I did those pumpkins and it was already dry. I just peeled it right out today. So we started with a clean tub today. House paint dries so fast. I love it. No, it's not a prism pour. It's just the golden diamond in the jar. It's the pigment in the jar. Okay. You guys know how much I love doing these. I'm looking to see where the front is and where the back is. But I tape it so well I can't tell. Well, it doesn't matter. I guess. Okay, we're good. Alright, on the long boxes. You want to make sure you put enough paint to get that groove. These are all from Hobby Lobby, these boxes that I'm doing now. I did put a link in the description that'll take you right to the wood crafting section. Oh, sure. I was going to see if they were on sale this week. So I am covering that. There's a little lip on these that I want to make sure I get the paint in there, because once I had one that wasn't covered completely in a corner. It drove me batty. I didn't even sell the box. So I will be doing some Harley Davidson ones. I paint these black and I just do a swipe with the red, orange, and yellow. And then I have decals that I put on there that I get from eBay. They do have them on Amazon. If I remember to look tomorrow, I'll put them in my Amazon shop in case anybody wants to do a motorcycle box. They're good for booze. You might be able to find a bottle of Jack Daniels that will fit in there for a gift. You can fit bottles of wine in these boxes. Okay, I see one bubble. Let's get it now. Okay, here we go again. I'm doing one bloom at a time though, because these boxes are finicky. You don't have a lot of room to work with on these boxes. So you have to do one at a time. And you do each end first, and then you do your middle, so your middle petals can go into your outside petals. Alright, let's do our white. I'm trying not to use too much paint, but sometimes I get heavy-handed. They are on sale, Shelly. Awesome. Don't tell me that. I will not buy any more boxes. I will not buy any more boxes. Okay. And start blowing. Just gliding that black over those colors. So you really want to go in at an angle. Okay, so now on these you want to try to make them into a flower. And what I mean is either 5 or 6 petals, because we'll go in and modify this a little bit after we spin it. I do not have any more room for boxes, thank you, Alan Welch, but I have a ton of boxes out there for the retreat, so if I run out, I can use some of those. Then I'll just have to buy more later. They're on sale every other week, so I just got all the glass stuff in this past couple weeks with lots of broken glass. Hobby Lobby is not a good shipper for glass stuff. But they're doing their policy different. Instead of just giving me a refund, they're sending me replacements, which I prefer, so I don't have to place another order. And then you gotta wait till they're on sale again. Glass hasn't been on sale every other week like it used to be, so. And they have not had craft paint on sale for the longest time. So I've been watching, you know, so I can let you guys know what's on sale, especially when the 24K goes on sale. But they haven't had any on. It's been mostly canvas and wood. Alright, let's blow this one. Killed me to blow that one. With the cells there. But I had to move it. Alright. Are you talking about glass, Shelly? Actually, I've been buying these different size jars to figure out which ones I want for dog treats on top of my refrigerator. I have to pour them yet, so I'm going to try to do a peekaboo hole in them so we can see what treats are in them. And yes, I'll do a video on it when I do them. So many videos to do. Okay, let's get that cinnamon on there. We might have to do one more box with this color combo because I still have just enough probably for another bloom. You know that Finnegan Gray, I haven't seen it show up in any of these, have you? Because I haven't seen it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it is in the middle. Okay, so now in this one, definitely want to blow a petal here, blow a petal to try to cross over this one, and same with these two, crossing over. Here we go. Try to bring it at least up to connect somehow. Joy, do you have snow? Someone saying snow? No, no snow. Okay, let me get my skewer. I'm going to let that rest for a minute because I haven't touched these, and look how nice they opened up already. So we're going to pull some of this in just a little bit. Lift straight up when you do this so you don't drizzle on your piece. You don't want a drip mark. Don't rush it. You've got plenty of time to play with it. It's not going anywhere. You don't want to pull that white in too far either, because you'll see that white streak. Just want to define it. So did everybody get their prize stuff besides Fatima? They all went out the same day. Alright, I'm gonna do a little squiggle here just to connect that. And maybe one here. Doesn't matter on the sides because those are gonna probably go off. You didn't get yours yet, Susan? I get worried when I mail the magnets because I think they're going to get stuck to a machine at the post office and your package will get lost in the mail. Alright, gentle spins. Definitely don't want to whip these. Let me scrape some of that paint away so I get a better glance at where I am positioned on that box. Alright. That one looks so sparse compared to that one, doesn't it? It's just the way the color blew out. Maybe, just maybe, I can fix that. That looks good. I don't think I want to spin it again. This is very wispy here, and I think I'm okay with that. Colors are beautiful. Let me lift it up so you can see it. I have no bubbles, yay. Cinnamon's yummy, isn't it? Alright, let me go set up my cups. I want to take a little bit of this paint off the side, though. Or it'll be dripping all night. So you can take off paint where your tape is. Try not to hit above it where that lip is on that box. Let me set up some cups. Alright, let's move that. Okay. So the next box we're going to do, same color palette, it's not where we're going to do the same color palette all night, is the card playing box. You put your playing cards in it. And then we'll do the little purse. So that way we've done all the boxes. Okay, so these little boxes for playing cards are absolutely adorable. However, you have to order cards from Amazon because regular standard deck does not fit in them. They're pretty tiny slots. So the cards that, I believe they're in my Amazon shop, the cards that fit in these are in there. And you have, I think you get 12 decks maybe. They may have a smaller package where you can just buy like maybe 6. Alright, let's get some paint on here. So my goal is to have these all finished by the end of this month, so they'll be available for purchase. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to do a functional art auction, but I'm really going to shoot for it. So I can do that at the end of the month. So everybody will have their stuff in time for Christmas. Alright, I think we'll do one big bloom on this. So I'm going a little heavier on the color. And I need to take my paint out. Here it ends. So it don't dry out on me. These are taped off just the same way. I like that tiny little lip. And I'm talking like 1/8 of an inch lip over the side. And you can see where it goes. When they put the top on this wood box, you can see the line where it's been like glued on. That's where you want to run your tape. And I don't have one of these that I can show you what they look like finished. Darn. I sell them too fast. Alright, let's get this on. I'll move that back over to the middle. I still need to get that turntable in here. Julie, you can order online. I don't go to any Hobby Lobbies. I order everything online. Because if you go to the store to buy stuff, they only have 1 or 2. I'm not buying 1 or 2. I'm buying 6 or 12. Sometimes more. Okay. Here we go. This one we don't have to do the whole flower thing either. We're just going to blow this out. I'm not saying you can't do a flower, you can. It's worth it for you to order from Hobby Lobby, Joella. Shipping to Arizona is high, so if you order enough, you can get that free shipping. It's worth it, right? I hate paying for shipping. There's some places that I buy from that I have to pay shipping, and it kills me. And I don't like to, like, if they have a thing where order $50 for free shipping or $59. I'm not one of those that buys $59 worth of stuff to get the free shipping. Because I think that, I don't know, I just find that kind of rude. It's just me. But I don't ever buy anything that's under 50 bucks anyways. It's a supply order. So, there it goes. I'm liking how those cells are all pocketed with other colors. Okay. One easy spin. Just to see where it's going. Let's see if it has any more movement in it, because I'd like to push it this way a little bit. No. Alright, so let me scrape this off here. Because we may have a flying object when I move this. I'm going to try a little bit of centrifugal force on that corner. Just to see if I can get just a tad of color over there. So, be good. I'm being gentle. It's probably not enough centrifugal force. No, it's not. And there's not a lot of paint left on there either. It's better. One more, I think. I wanted that black to come down just a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Alright, then let's see if we can get this one to slide over a little bit. This is when I'm asking for trouble. When I'm sliding it around on a wet silicone mat. It's like, yeah, slide off for you and end up in your bin. I've only ever had one that landed face down. I get lucky. When I pull them out, they're still okay. Just the sides need to be touched up. There, that's better. It did go over a little bit. Alright, so that one's done. I'm not seeing any. Whoops, I see a couple bubbles. Just a few. Yeah, that looks good. What do you think, guys? It'd be super pretty with a copper base, wouldn't it? Maybe paint the inside black. Well, it'll have the black. The lid will be copper and the base will be black, maybe. I don't know. That's a tough one. That one I'll have to think about. Okay, let's do the purse. And then we've done all the sizes. I have other boxes, but I don't buy those bulk-wise. I just buy a few here and there. They're not my favorites, so tonight I'm just doing my favorites. The purse is kind of a bonus, because I don't normally do the purses either. That's Karen from Waterfall thing. She likes doing these little purses. Alright. Yeah, I'll probably stain that, Monica. I keep forgetting I have that black stain now. But I will paint the top part, though. I do like fresh paint on the lid. A good coating. Now, on those long boxes and on the Trinket boxes, I do line those with velvet. I didn't used to, but I do now. Okay. Let's see what we get on the little purse. And there's two parts to this. So I figured I would paint both sides. And then on the part where it fastens together with the handle, that I will stain. So this is going to be interesting. How to finish these. I don't like to put a lot of time and effort into things that don't sell well. So, but if you go just that tiny extra bit, you may get lucky and sell a bunch of them. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chats. Okay. Let's bring it down a smidgy. So I don't normally use 2 cell activators either. So this is different for me. Now on this one, you could pull your petals in, make it look like a flower, because it's not a big work surface. But I'm going to bloom this out completely. You're welcome, Shelly. Vicky, you are not a bloom failure. I just have to get you something else for your black cell activator. I think maybe if I let you try this Amsterdam, you might have better luck. I feel bad because she's 3.5 hours from me and I just can't go down and help her. And she can't come up here and help me, so. Okay, let's spin it. We've done a video class and her consistency, everything was good. I think maybe when she's blowing, she's dipping her blower down a little too deep, and that's why she's losing her cells. So we have to do another lesson, Vic. Alright, that one's super pretty. I don't want to lose that little point of copper on it. Thank you, Kathy Carr. I appreciate you. Alright, let's see if I can lift this up, not drop it. They're very lightweight and delicate, as Vicky would say. It's delicate. It's cute. Yeah, she does blow hard. No, she doesn't, Ellen. She uses her little blower. I don't understand why she can't get a bloom. I'm going to do the other half of that because it needs to be made. Oh, it's squiggly, otherwise I'd pull it. And that doesn't have enough color. I didn't get any cabbages, Bri. Alright. Last one. This is the big part that has the handle. I have that so well taped that there's not going to be one bit of paint or resin going in that handle. There's like a triple layer on there. All your projects done before the beach retreat, Brian? I just want my projects done before the first of the year. I have so much to do. Okay. It's so hard for me to get anything done with Finn. Because like today I'm doing laundry. And then I've got Ellie pulling clothes out of the washer. And I got Finn pulling clothes out of the washer now. Ellen, did you teach him that? It's always cute when they're little. It's not cute when they're big. And then today, him in the house and me out here trying to put stuff away. And I'm like, Finny, come here, Finny. He just would not come. So I had to go see what he was doing. I'm trying to let him be a dog, you know, and it's his house. Let him do his thing. Because most of the time he's on the couch, on Eddie's couch with Eddie, sleeping on the other side of it. Because it's a big little dog couch. It's a bigger size. And I don't have to worry about him. And you have to sneak in because if he sees you, then he's coming out. But I even got up early today thinking I'd get some stuff done. And I'm talking 8:30. And nope. Ellie wanted to get up because I got up. So I ain't get nothing done. Yes, Brian still has his toy sale going until the 5th. So if you haven't gotten any fun stuff from Brian, check out his Etsy shop. I'm sure he's been posting the link all night. Get him now. I think it's the first sale you've ever ran, isn't it, Brian? Okay. I'm going to go this way first because I have to go farther. I'll let that dwell for a minute. I know, it would be great, wouldn't it, Susan? We all just set up one big tent and sell. I live in such a rural area. We have like one deli downtown. We have a pack house coffee place, but it's a drive-through. Like, I can't put anything in that coffee shop. There is one gift shop in Youngsville, so I'm going to go down and talk to her and maybe take some long boxes down and maybe some coasters. But I sell more word of mouth. Somebody gets something from me and they show it off at work and then they're like, oh, I want one. And then most of my stuff is commission work, so. All right. Got that where I want it, so let's, not quite. I'm so picky, aren't I? Okay, now I got it where I want it. Let's spin it. Alright, I think I'm going to try to get that little bitty off and that little bitty off. And it's still there, that one. One more. Now I'm going to touch it with my finger and pull it over. You have to be careful when you do that, though. Alright, it went. Yay. It's not moving anymore. I think we're good. Look at all the paint on that handle. Get that off of there. Alright, guys. So, I hope that you can see how we do each box now. And I use the same color palette, so that does help to teach. Because if you're using different color palettes and they come out prettier and prettier, you're really not learning anything. So, at least this way, you say, okay, she used the same colors and every box got the same result. So the boxes all pour the same. You just have to limit your puddles by the size of the box. So when you saw what size puddles I was doing, if you missed it, go back and watch it. That's super cute. So I have everything taped on this as well. I can touch it wherever I want, just not on the top. But that's the last one for tonight. So what'd you think, Susan, of that color palette? I really like it. They're all behaving over there. I got nothing going off one side. Good. I'm glad you're going to try it. And I actually like the Finnegan Gray in there. It did show up a little bit underneath the white cells that were opening up, so it kind of looks almost like a silver, actually. So, okay, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. Don't forget Brian's sale is till the 5th. My sale's all finished up now. I may or may not have something for you Saturday night. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a premiere or just throw a video up. I am going to be filming that tonight. And then I'll be back here on Monday. Now, on Sunday, instead of Brian, is Larry and Angie, Crunchberry's Playhouse. So make sure you hang out with them. Oh, and then Brian has his Turbo collab with Larry and Nathan from the Fine Art of Distraction on the 6th. So make sure you check that out. And that's on at 7 p.m. Eastern. And it starts on Nathan's channel, The Fine Art of Distraction. So yes, I will. Are you going live after that, Bri? Or is that a Saturday? Yeah, I'm all confused on dates right now. But I love you all. I'm so happy that you guys hang out with me on Thursday nights and come to learn something or just hang out and chat, you know? You might pick up something that you didn't know. You know, I've been doing it 5 years and I'm still learning stuff, so. But. Oh, Angie is. That's right. Duh. I'm sorry, Bri. Alright, guys. Love you all, and I will see you all either at Crunch Berries or on a premiere or Monday night. So, see you then.